Hello everyone, welcome to yet another video. So today we're gonna look at some of my favorite build hacks from the 1.17 update. And I'm actually really curious if you've seen all of these. So starting off here we have the Dripleaf with the Overhang. And I honestly think it's one of my favorite ones. So especially when making gardens, this is just like my go-to for doing like paths. Just look how magical this is when you walk through it. And you can literally choose to like overgrow it. So you would have leaves going all the way through. You could even place them above if you wanted to. And it just gives it more of a enclosed feeling. But I mean, just there's so many ways you can have fun with this one. It's honestly very, very, very cool. I really hope to see someone do like a big garden project where they kind of utilize these guys a lot because they're really, really cool. And just the way they kind of connect here is it's just perfect for this kind of thing, right? All right, moving on. This is more for the 1.18 update maybe, but I thought mountains especially is going to be like a place a lot of people want to live, even though it's a little bit of a dangerous terrain with the powdered snow. But just imagine like adding this little twist to the mountaintop maybe. Just add some amethyst from a geode you found. You could even add the spore blossoms here with the pots on top, and they're kind of just like floating in midair. I think it's a really cool way to kind of do it though, and you could even have them like hanging from the ceiling if you choose to put a cactus into it, because then the cactus will kind of connect with the block above. So let's see here, you can do that. So there you go. You could do something like that. There's definitely other ways you could do it. You could do it with bamboo as well. I think it's a pretty unique way to utilize the block, right? So really, really happy with that. Sadly, we can't make them float in midair. You can't connect them to string or anything like that. But it's really, really cool. All right, moving on. So I've made a video about ponds already, but I kind of made it before everything was added in, and I didn't really get to experiment as much as I wanted to. So here you can kind of see cattails on the glass here. I've seen it a bit over the place, for example, on the Minecraft Reddit, but I'm not really sure who to give credit for this one, so I'm just kind of, you know, showing it off here. It's really, really one of my favorite ones. So basically, as you can see here, you can use the lightning rods as Parrot Perches, and it's working out really, really well. I think it's honestly one of my favorite things to kind of add into a home now when you eventually find a parrot, right? Just put them on the end of the lightning rod, and then you literally have something really, really cool to look at. One of the main issues is kind of just getting them on it, but as soon as you do it, just don't walk into it, and I think you should be good. And your trusty companion here will just sit there patiently until you want to go on an adventure with them or whatever you want to choose to do. All right, so this next one is wait. All right, so this next one is a little bit of a mystery because wait. So this all right, so the next one here, I just kind of wanted to show it more of its full potential, and I really hope this this works. But here goes nothing. So here we are in a desert, and as you can see, there's not a whole lot of stuff here, but we do have this little chest. So I don't know. Maybe we have to like spot something. I'm just trying to scan like the distance here, but I don't really see anything. There's some lava over there. Oh, there you go. So as you can see, we can make an oasis, and one of the very cool features is that the moss block is a little bit more green and lush than the otherwise pretty deserty grass here. So if we move down there, it can kind of give you a better look of everything. So we have some palm trees here. I could have made it a little bit more lush, but you know what? For the sake of the video, I think this is all fine. So we have some things here. We have a swing. I really like that. It's obviously not gonna work properly, but you can use the lightning rods for that, for example. I'm pretty sure Average Tuna made a video about lightning rods. So if you want to check out like the full potential of this, I'll leave a link in the description for that. We also have some palm trees over here, and I really like the way we can use the dripstone for that. I honestly kind of prefer this type of, you know, stem for the palm trees. The only bad thing is you kind of have to utilize a full block up here, so I'm just using the moss blocks for that, for example. You could kind of do whatever you want, but as you can see, you could also do it with the jungle, wood. And there you go. We have a little bridge here, and some smaller trees. I'm not entirely sure like what to think about these guys. It's very simple to add them in if you need like something small. I do kind of prefer the big ones here. For the general like palm vibe. These don't really exactly give that, but you can definitely utilize them. But yeah, basically what I did here was fill out a ravine. So if we were to break the blocks beneath it, it would just literally fall down into a ravine. But yeah, I'm really happy with how you can kind of just use the moss here to make an oasis out in the middle of a desert. Usually it's very hard to make a desert work out, especially because the grass is all desaturated. But I think it like a mix of that and the moss blocks is a really good way to counter that, as you can see here. So yeah, I feel like what we'll have to do now is just get on with the video and get back to the creative world. So here goes nothing. So there you go. As you can see here, we have AverageTunaSandwich here. You can find him on YouTube. He basically made this design. I added a little bit more, so it's more of the actual palm trees that you'll see. But you know, very cool design. I love it so much. So on to the next one here, we have a little bit of a special one. So for this one, you kind of need a data pack for it to work properly. And basically what you're going to do is make an item frame invisible. It is possible to do it in vanilla as well. You just need a command to spawn them in. And I'll leave that in the description as well if you want to check that out. But basically what this is going to represent is just a big box of fish. And we'll have the pufferfish over here, we have the cod here, and we have the salmon here. And you can even try and do something more like having stuff on ice. So in this case, I just kind of used the powdered snow and the cauldron. You can see here. And then you just kind of add whatever food on top you want to keep it cool, right? But the idea was basically from this user on Reddit. Grayscale guy was taken. And yeah, check out their stuff if you like that. So the next one here is just basically utilizing the new blocks for something like a chandelier. So as you can see here, I really think that chandeliers have improved greatly, and it really shows, right? The lightning rods at the bottom, we have the candles now. Another thing to add is just like you can literally do whatever. You can use the end rods if you don't like the copper color here. So very simple way to kind of get away from that. And there you go. Literally perfect. A lot of light as well. Okay, on to the next one here. So we have a little bit of decorational here. And it's basically just the glowberries. How you can utilize some of the lightning rods. The new potted azalea, which I wasn't able to use in my previous garden video. Which I'm really happy about that they added in. Because it's so cute. Look at that. Another thing is the dripstone here. I did see a video of someone utilizing it as a towel for eating, for example. So you could put it on a table, and it kind of looks like a folded paper towel. I don't know. I feel like it can be used as a lot of things, but just like general having like a rock or something on your table, it does the job pretty well, right? We also have the lightning rod here with the twin candle, and I mean, that just kind of works out, right? There's not much to say about that. So here we are with another of the ones I've shown in my previous videos, and it's so basically the idea is just to kind of make a vineyard out of the glowberries, and it does its job really well. You can mix and match so many things down here. You could put some sweet berries if you want to. Just the overall feel of this thing, just extending throughout your landscape is so cool. And you can even like turn it if you want to. Add some variety. But in this case, I just kind of made it straight. And, you know, there's so many ways you can have fun with it. I just really hope someone will do like a full vineyard. And I might even do that myself in the future. But damn, just look at how cool this looks. Alright, we finally reached the final one. So this is not actually it, but what's on the other side. And you can kind of get an idea of what I'm trying to do here. So you can make some cool new things with the dripstone, and I honestly think it's one of the coolest new features, especially like the stalagmites just kind of falling down, you know. Just take a look at this for a second, take it in. It's so cool. And once we go through here, it's even cooler, right? So yeah, here goes nothing. So here we are in the lush cave, and as you can see here, it's just kind of to showcase the way you can use the dripstone to kind of make a wall, but also have it kind of see-through. And I think just for 1.18 itself, just the way you can kind of peek through and be safe if there's mobs on the other side and just run back in is so cool. So the way I just kind of did it was differentiate between the heights of the dripstone when they meet. An important thing to remember is when placing the dripstone, you can't really shift, otherwise it will not connect. And it took way too long for me to figure that out, but I hope I helped you out with that one, because that was very annoying to deal with. Anyways, let's take a look at the lush cave here. So obviously in 1.17 they're not really a feature right now, but just look at that. When 1.18 rolls out, I really hope someone does something like this. Obviously it could be decorated a little bit better here, but just the general thought of using a dripstone is really cool to me. And as you can see, the caves can be kind of big, and although there's some mobs down there right now, I have to be a little bit careful. It's a really cool way to kind of just explore, and you can see there's even diamonds down there. Oh, and we just fell. Am I screwed here? I think we might have to do a little bit of parkour here. Let's see if I can get out. Oh, there's definitely a creeper right there. You know, stuff like that happens all the time. It's fine. It's honestly fine. How do we even get out? Let's break that just in case, and get the hell out of here. So as you can see, you can just kind of sneak through some of them if you place them correctly, and that was kind of what I wanted to show with this thing. So yeah, I honestly think it's just about time that we end this, because this was the last one, and I really do hope that you enjoyed the video. If you do decide to like the video and subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. But if not, it's totally fine. Have a great day. Bye.